Hi, welcome to the source. On this particular channel, we are going to be discussing one of the most controversial topics among Nigerians, especially Nigerians back home. And this topic happens to be divorce and Nigerian nurses in America. For some weird reasons, some people are just so obsessed with this particular group of women. Unfortunately, there are numerous misinformations, misrepresentations, and misconceptions out there regarding this particular population. Just because there are some few failed marriages among Nigerian nurses in the US is not enough reason for one to generalize the entire population without substantial evidence. Anybody can go through divorce. Nurses, doctors, lawyers, teachers, just name it. Even people who are unemployed can decide to quit their marriage for whatever reason. So divorce has nothing to do with one's career, but a lot to do with the individuals involved and the choices they make. When a couple decide they are no longer compatible, or for some reason their current living situation is becoming unbearable or too toxic for them to continue to coexist peacefully, the natural thing to do would be to separate to avoid further issues. Some people have also chosen not to separate. They have chosen to continue to live in a toxic environment just because they don't want to be tagged as divorcees. In the process, they continue to frustrate each other knowingly or unknowingly, which can be very dangerous and can be very deadly at the long run. So divorce is about choices and the people involved in the relationship, not about your career. Yes, here in the US, the rate of divorce in general is high. Unfortunately, the rate of divorce is also high among Nigerians here in the US when compared to Nigerians back home. But it has nothing to do with one's career, but a lot to do with the individuals involved. So for people to generalize a certain group of population without facts is just baseless and disrespectful. For you to actually make such a claim, you have to know the population. You have to do some research findings. Yes, the number of Nigerian women who are nurses are more when compared to Nigerian women in other professions put together here in the US. So for you to generalize a particular population, you need to, again, know your population, know the rate or ratio of divorce among each population. Then you can emphatically conclude that based on your research finding, that this particular group of women are more prone to divorce than the other group. So, but anything outside research finding is just misrepresentation and disrespectful to this population. It's just frustrating when you hear this claim from people back home, especially women who have never been to America, never worked a day in their life in America, and have no clue the amount of stress working mothers go through on a daily basis here in this country. This particular topic is very personal to me. As a matter of fact, I am so passionate about it. Reason being that I am a working mom in America. I am a nurse by profession. I have been married for 34 years and counting. I also have friends, co-workers, and colleagues in the same profession who have been married as long as myself. Some have been married longer, some less. So it's so annoying to hear this baseless claim about this profession. It doesn't make sense. And then my question to these people though, why are you obsessed with this group of women? How is your own life or your own marriage? Is it perfect? Because the last time I checked, there is no perfect marriage. So why are you taking Panadol when somebody else is having a headache? Does it make sense to you? Don't you have anything better to do with your life? It doesn't make sense that you just sit down and judge people that you've never met. never been in their shoes, don't know what is going on in their life. It's not right. We can do better. There's a saying, if you don't have anything better to say about other people, why don't you keep your baseless claim, all to yourself? Because the world will actually be a better place if you did. It's just so annoying. I've been opportune to meet with a lot of Nigerian women here on vacation from home. I've also had the opportunity to, discuss with them. The first thing that comes out of their mouth is, how do you guys live this life here? How do you all survive this without help? And when they see us on the social media, they think we are living the life. But now that they are here, it's just a different story. My response was, if life chooses to throw lemon at you, you have to choose to make lemonade out of it. A lot of women here are suffering and smiling. Yes, we are suffering and smiling. So it's sad, when people just talk without evidence or without facts. It's just ridiculous. It doesn't make sense. These women here on vacation, they are the ones living the lives. They are living every married woman's dream as a wife. Ask me why. For them to be here on vacation, though, they must be married into wealth, right? Back home, they have everything at their beck and call. They don't have to lift a finger to enjoy the good things life have to offer a married woman. They have their domestic staffs. They have which is their maids, their drivers, their cooks, just name it. They have it all. But guess what, guys? Women, working mothers in America, are not privileged to such luxury lives. They are not. They do it themselves. They are the working mothers. They are the full-time wives. They are the cook, the cleaners. Just name it. They do it all. It's so terrible and just so frustrating when people just make ridiculous claims without facts. It's not right. So my point on this channel is to change some of those misconceptions out there regarding this group of women. Shine a light on the life of these hardworking mothers, their professions, their marriages, their husbands or their marriages, and the reason why there is high rate of divorce among Nigerians in America, not just the nurses. And my goal is to change some of those misconceptions that you have about this group of women, change your negative mindset into a positive mindset regarding this particular group of women. So in the meantime, if you have any questions, concerns, suggestions, please put it on the comment section and I'll be happy to respond to them. So in the meantime, I will see you on my next videos. You have a good night. Ciao.